Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Number 17.
Trial version.
Read the question.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Think,
Trial version.
solve and tell me.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
5 persons entered the lift
Trial
cabin
version.
on the ground floor of an 8-floor house. So 8-floor
Trial
house
version.
means ground plus 7. G plus 7. 8
Trial
floor.
version.
Each of
Trial
them
version.
independently and with equal probability can leave the cabin at any floor,
Trial version.
beginning with the first floor, not the ground floor.
Trial version.
Find the probability that all 5 persons living at different
Trial
floors.
version. Trial version.
So is it 7p5 by 7 to the power 5?
Trial version.
Exactly. Very good answer. 7 to the power 5. Yes.
Trial version.
Explain.
Trial version.
So besides the ground floor, there are 7 floors. So the total number of ways in which
Trial
each of the
version.
5 persons can leave cabin at any of the 7 floors is 7 to the power 5.
Trial
The
version.
number of favorable ways in which 5 persons live at different floors is 7p5.
Trial
So
version.
we can find the probability.
Correct. So have you all understood? Total
Trial
number of
version.
possibilities 7 to the power 5. Because the first person
Trial version.
can leave in 7 ways. Second, also 7 ways.
Trial
Third,
version.
7 ways. The fifth person, 7 ways. So all the 5 persons
Trial
can
version.
leave the lift cabin in 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 into
Trial
7. 7
version.
to the power 5 ways. That is the denominator. Now, if they
Trial version.
live in 5 different floors, it's like there are
Trial
7
version.
people and there are 5 places on a sofa. In how many ways can they occupy?
Trial version.
So 7p5, like that. Or
Trial version.
5 persons, 7 places on
Trial
sofa.
version.
Same thing. So
Trial
besides the
version.
ground floor, there are 7 floors. Total number of ways in which each of the 5 persons can leave
Trial version.
the cabin at any of the 7 floors 7 to the power 5, and the number of
Trial
ways in
version.
which 5 persons can leave at different floors 7p5
Trial version.
required probability 7p5 divided by 7 to the power 5. Very good answer.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Any question? Any doubt in this?
Trial version. Trial version.
Okay, take this one. A 5-digit number is formed by the
Trial
digits
version.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 without repetitions. Find the
Trial
probability that the
version.
number formed is divisible by 4.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
2 upon 5.
Trial version.
2 to the power 5.
Sir, 2 upon 5.
Trial version.
2 upon 5. Who said this?
Sir, me
version.
Ashran.
Ashran, explain.
So because there are only
Trial
5
version.
digits provided and we have to form a 5-digit number and there's no repetition. So
Trial
each
version.
digit will take up a place. So if,
Trial version.
oh no, it is divisible by 4.
Trial version.
No sir, then
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
So is it 4 upon 5 factorial?
Trial version.
Okay, explain.
Sir, 5-digit number
Trial version.
that can be formed by these digits is using these digits is
Trial
5
version.
factorial, 5 into
Okay,
4
fine.
into 3 into,
Okay.
and for a number to be divisible by
Trial
5,
version.
the last 2 digits should also be divisible by 4. I mean 4. So
Yes.
the last two
Trial
digits can
version.
be 12, 32, 24, or 52.
Correct.
Trial version.
So there are 4 such possibilities. So the probability should be 4 by 5 factorial.
Trial version.
Correct.
Trial version.
1 minute. No, it's little different. Yes.
Trial version.
Are there only 4 numbers? Like little mistake.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Is there only
Trial
one number
version.
ending with 12?
Trial version.
Oh, so 5 by 5. 44 is also
Trial
included.
version.
44. Okay.
No.
Trial
How can
version.
44 include?
There is
No
no
repetition.
repetition.
No repetition.
Trial
My question
version.
is there only one number ending with 12?
Trial version. Trial version.
No, sir.
How many are there?
Trial version. Trial version.
All of you please think and tell me. If the answer comes to your
Trial version.
mind, tell us.
So 6 numbers are there.
6 numbers. Why
Trial
6 numbers?
version.
So 3, 4, and 5 can be arranged between themselves.
3 factorial ways.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Trial version.
Similarly, the next number you said that all the numbers ending with
Trial version.
24.
So yeah, 6 ways.
Again 6 numbers.
6 numbers, yes, sir.
All numbers
version.
ending with 32. Again 6 numbers.
6 numbers.
Trial version.
All numbers ending with
52 or 6, sir.
Trial version.
anything else? Ending with
Trial version.
52.
52.
Trial version.
So total how many?
24.
Trial
24.
version.
Correct. So now what is the answer?
24 by 5 factorial.
24
Trial
by 5
version.
factorial. Total number of 5-digit numbers 5 factorial, that is 120.
Trial version.
A number will be divisible by 4 if the number formed by the last
Trial
2
version.
digits is divisible by 4. Hence, the last 2 digits can be either 12 or
Trial version.
24 or 32 or 52. In each of these
Trial
cases,
version.
the remaining 3 digits can be arranged in 3 factorial ways, that is 6
Trial
ways.
version.
So the total number of ways in which the 5
Trial version.
digit number is divisible by 4 is 4 into 6. There are 24
Trial
such numbers which are divisible by 4. So required
Trial
probability
version.
24 upon 120, that is 1/5.
Trial version.
Next one is easy. You can do it, I think.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
This is easy.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
So 0.65.
Trial version. Trial version.
It is 0.65, but you have to explain. Very easy.
Yes, sir. P
Trial
E
version.
intersection H is 0.5, and P E union H whole complement is
Trial version.
0.1, and PE is 0.75. So
Trial version.
1 minus P E union H is 0.1. So from there we get P
Trial
E
version.
union H as 0.9, and P E union H is PE plus PH
Trial
minus
version.
PE intersection H. So from that we
Right.
get pH is 0.65.
Trial
Right.
version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
In the events,
Trial
suppose
version.
E is the event that the student passes the English exam. H is the event that the student passes the English
Trial version.
Hindi exam.
Trial version.
Hindi exam. Now write down the values.
Trial version.
Probability that the student will pass the final examination in both English and Hindi.
Trial version.
Both English and Hindi. So given
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
P,
Trial version.
English and Hindi.
Trial version.
0.5.
Trial version. Trial version.
And the probability that passing neither. Probability of passing
Trial
neither.
version.
How do you write this?
Trial version.
P,
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
E union H whole complement, passing neither. 0.1.
Trial version.
And the probability
Trial
of passing
version.
the English exam is 0.75.
Trial version. Trial version.
First of all, find out PE union H.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
We have to find out the probability of passing the
Trial
Hindi
version.
examination. Write down the formula now.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
PE union H is
Trial version.
PE plus PH
Trial version. Trial version.
minus P
Trial version.
E intersection H.
Trial version. Trial version.
0.9.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial
Let's
version.
substitute the values. PE is 0.75.
Trial version.
PH not given.
Trial version.
We have to find out.
Trial
Minus
version.
PE intersection H 0.5.
Trial version.
This is equal to 0.9.
Trial version.
Now find out
Trial
pH.
version. Trial 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 version.
Very easy actually.
Trial version.
But this is a standard of question for class 11.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Waiting.
Trial version.
Waiting for your answer. Just
Trial
defining the
version.
events.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Sir,
Trial
half.
version.
Not half.
So both the cards are black.
Trial version.
Both the cards are black. Half.
Trial
How?
version. Trial version.
Two cards are drawn. Both are black.
Trial
How is it
version.
half?
Trial version.
Both are black with 26 and 25 by 52 and 51.
Trial version.
Complete answer.
Trial version.
I want the final answer.
And so the
Trial
other
version.
answer is 1 by 13.
Other answer.
Trial version.
The second one, king.
There's only one question.
Trial version.
Find the probability that either both the cards are black or both are kings.
Trial version.
Only one question, not two questions.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
It's so difficult. I was thinking that it was so elementary. No point in
Trial
asking.
version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Sir, I got 1647 by 2652.
One
Trial
minute.
version.
Repeat. 1647
Trial
divided
version.
by
2652.
2652.
Trial version.
No.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Read the question carefully. Find the probability that either both are black.
Trial version.
That is either E or both are kings.
So,
Or
Trial
if.
version.
Either E or F. Basically, you're finding P, E or F. That is
Trial
P,
version.
E union F.
Union F.
The required probability is P, E
Trial
union F.
version.
And using the formula, the addition theorem, that is equal to PE
Trial
plus
version.
PF minus PE intersection F. PE plus PF minus PE
Trial version.
intersection F.
so PE
Let us-
is 1 by 2.
Trial version.
P is
1 by 2. That is like 13 to 13, 26 by 50,
Trial
52.
version.
how? There are two cards.
Trial version.
Sir, the total number of black cards.
Total
Trial
number of
version.
black cards 26. Total number of cards 52. But does it mean that when
Trial
two cards
version.
are drawn, probability that both the cards are black will be 26 by 52?
Trial version.
So you mean the number of cards does not matter?
Trial version.
Whether two cards drawn or three cards drawn or four cards drawn, doesn't matter.
Trial version.
Probability of one card being drawn.
Trial version.
If one card is drawn, then the probability of being black is half. And that is 26 by 52.
Trial version.
Two cards are drawn.
Trial version.
Who can tell me?
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
So 26C2 by
Trial
52C2.
version.
P.
Correct. 26C2 by 52C2.
Trial version.
Next.
Trial version.
And PF is 4C2 by 52C2. C2.
2 by
Yes, carry on, carry on.
Trial
Correct.
version. Trial version.
so because there are only 2 black kings,
Trial version.
then the intersection is 2C2.
Trial version.
So find out the answer
Trial
now.
version. Trial 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 version.
EF. Both are kings. There are four
Trial
kings.
version. Trial 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 version.
What is 4C2?
Trial version.
3 factorial.
Trial version.
6.
Trial version.
6.
C2, 1, C2, 6.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
E intersection F. Both black
Trial version.
and both kings.
2C2 by 52C2.
2 by 56.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Calculate now.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
55 by 221.
Trial version.
55 by 221, correct.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Now we'll start induction.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
So the principle of
version.
mathematical induction states that if a given statement Pn
Trial version.
involving natural numbers n is such that
Trial
the
version.
statement is true for n equal to 1. That is, P1 is true.
Trial
First, you take it
version.
down, then I'll explain it. Take down the principle.
Trial version.
If the statement is true for n equal to 1, that is P1 is true, and
Trial version.
if the statement is true for n equal to k for some integer k,
Trial version.
then it is also true for n equal to k plus 1.
Trial version.
Then Pn is true for all natural numbers n. That is the principle of mathematical
Trial
induction.
version.
Then I'll explain this with examples.
Trial
So
version.
there are two preconditions.
Trial version.
First of all, a mathematical statement Pn. It is a statement in terms of natural number n.
Trial version. Trial version.
The statement is true. That is, if by putting n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3, and so on,
Trial
you may
version.
verify whether the statement is true or false. For example, the
Trial
the sum of
version.
the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2.
Trial version.
Now you can verify that for n equal to 1, the first number is 1.
Trial version.
And using the formula n into n plus 1 by 2, if by putting n
Trial
equal to
version.
1 on the right hand side, 1 into 2 by 2, that is also 1. So you can check that.
Trial
That way
version.
the statement is true for n equal to 1. Part 2 states that
Trial version.
if we assume that the statement is true for certain
Trial
positive
version.
integer k, that is, if Pn is true for n equal to k,
Trial
then
version.
it is true for n equal to k plus 1. It does not state anything about
Trial
the truth of Pn equal to k. That
Trial
is,
version.
it is not asserting that pk is true, but if pk
Trial
is true,
version.
then pk plus 1 is also true. So based on the assumption
Trial
that
version.
pk is true, pk plus 1 is also true.
Trial
Now,
version.
since it is true for n equal to 1, since the statement is true for n equal to 1, therefore it is also
Trial
true for
version.
n equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2. And therefore P2 is true. Now, because
Trial
P2
version.
is true, that is, the statement is true for n equal to 2, it is also true for
Trial
2 plus
version.
1 is equal to 3. So P3 is true. Now, because P3
Trial
is
version.
true, therefore P3 plus 1, that is P4, is also true. And this way,
Trial version.
from P1 to P2, from P2 to P3, from P3
Trial
to
version.
P4, and this way we can state that it is true for
Trial
all
version.
natural numbers n. So we go back to that example that I gave you,
Trial version.
that 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n, that is sum of the first n natural numbers.
Trial version. Trial version.
We are
Trial version.
using this principle to prove that the sum of the first n
Trial
odd
version.
numbers is n squared. That is a mathematical statement.
Trial
It
version.
states that the sum of the first n odd numbers is equal to n squared.
Trial version.
So what do we check first? Let us give this name. Let us give the statement a
Trial
name, that is
version.
Pn. The statement that 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to the nth odd number 2n
Trial
minus
version.
1 is equal to n squared. So that is Pn, suppose. Now what do we check first?
Trial version.
Whether the statement is true for n equal to 1. Put n equal to 1 on the left hand side.
Trial
There is only
version.
one number, 1. For n equal to 1, we take the first number only, 1.
Trial version.
If n is equal to 2, we take the first two numbers. So for n equal to 1, we take only
Trial
one term
version.
from the left hand side, that is 1. And from the right hand side,
Trial version.
if we put n equal to 1, we get 1 squared, that is 1. So for n equal to 1, the
Trial
left hand side
version.
is 1, right hand side is 1, and therefore 1 is equal to 1. The statement is true
Trial
for n equal
version.
to 1. Therefore P1 is true. That was the precondition for
Trial
induction.
version.
Now the next step is we assume that the statement is
Trial
true for
version.
n equal to k. Suppose the statement is true for n equal to k.
Trial version.
So here they prove that it is true for n equal to 1. Now
Trial version. Trial
suppose the
version.
statement is true for n equal to k. That means the sum of the first k odd numbers,
Trial version.
1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 up to the kth odd number, that is 2k minus
Trial
1,
version.
is equal to k square. Now this is not a proof, this is just an assumption.
Trial version.
Based on the assumption, based on this to be true, if it is
Trial
true,
version.
then we have to show that the statement is also true for k plus
Trial
1.
version.
Now what is the statement for k plus 1? For k plus 1 you have to add the next odd
version.
number. The kth odd number is 2k minus 1. What is the next odd
Trial
number?
version.
We know that odd numbers differ by 2. So the next odd number will be 2k
Trial
minus 1
version.
plus 2. Or you may say just replace n with k plus 1. In the statement
Trial
pn, here you replace n with k plus 1. Then what
Trial
do you get?
version.
2 into k plus 1 minus 1. 2 into k plus 1
Trial
minus 1,
version.
that is 2k plus 1.
Trial version.
So we add that next term, 2k plus 1.
Trial
So now
version.
1 plus 3 plus 5 up to 2k minus 1 plus 2k plus 1
Trial version.
is equal to the sum of 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to
Trial
2k
version.
minus 1. This sum is equal to k square. And we add the next odd number,
Trial
that is 2k
version.
plus 1. So k square plus 2k plus 1. Now k square plus 2k plus 1
Trial
is equal to
version.
k plus 1 whole square. What is the right hand side for n
Trial
equal to k plus
version.
1? Let us see. The right hand side was n square. Right hand side is n
Trial
square.
version.
And for n equal to k plus 1, the right hand side is k plus 1 whole square.
Trial version.
So we see that the statement is true for n equal to k plus 1.
Trial version.
Statement is true for n equal to k plus 1. Now we'll write the concluding
Trial
statements.
version.
Therefore, pk plus 1 is true whenever pk
Trial
is true.
version.
You will write this, that pk plus 1 is true whenever pk is true.
Trial version.
Then you write p1 is true. p1 is
Trial
true.
version.
Therefore, by the principle of mathematical induction, Pn
Trial
is
version.
true for all natural numbers n. This is the way to write.
Trial version.
We'll take one more example. But tell me if there is any doubt here in the
Trial
entire
version.
procedure.
Trial version.
The steps are the same. Okay, let us take another one.
Trial version.
Let us try to prove that the statement 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to n
Trial
square, that
version.
is the sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers,
Trial version.
is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. The sum
Trial
of the
version.
squares of the first n natural numbers is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6.
Trial version.
What is the method? First
Trial version.
step
First,
is
you have to put n equal to 1.
basic step. Yes. First of all, you have to give it a name. That is the very
Trial
first step.
version.
Let the given statement be Pn. Give it a name. Then show that it is true for n
Trial
equal to
version.
1. That is P1 is true. So let the given statement be Pn.
Trial version.
That is Pn is a statement. Pn colon. That is Pn is a statement
Trial
that
version.
1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to n square is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n
Trial
plus 1 by
version.
6. Then you start for n equal to 1.
Trial
For n equal
version.
to 1, the left hand side is 1 square only, 1. And the right hand side,
Trial version.
if you put n equal to 1, you see that 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 into 1 plus
Trial
1
version.
divided by 6. That is 1.
Trial version.
So the left hand side is 1, right hand side is 1. Therefore, P1 is true.
Trial version.
Basic step, the verification step is done.
Trial version.
Next step is assumption. and induction.
Trial version.
What assumption? We assume that the statement to be true for n equal to k.
Trial
That is the
version.
next step. So let us assume that pk is true for some positive integer k. That is
Trial version.
up to the kth term 1 square plus 2 square plus 3
Trial
square up
version.
to k square is equal to k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 by 6.
Trial version.
Remember that this statement is assumption. We are assuming this.
Trial version.
Based on this assumption, if we can prove that the statement is also true for the
Trial
next
version.
natural number, that is k plus 1. If we can prove that it is also true
Trial
for k
version.
plus 1, then it is proved, that the induction is proved. So what do we do
Trial
next?
version.
We add the k plus 1th term. So for
Trial
n
version.
equal to k plus 1, to prove that pk plus 1 is true.
Trial
That
version.
is, for n equal to k plus 1, the left hand side and the right hand side are
Trial
equal.
version.
Now for n equal to k plus 1, what is the left hand side? Go back to the statement
Trial
pn
version.
for n equal to k plus 1. So you put n equal to k plus 1 on the left hand side,
Trial
also on the
version.
right hand side. For n equal to k plus 1 on the left hand side, we see that the
Trial
statement is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square
Trial
up
version.
to k plus 1 whole square. That is up to k square plus k plus 1 whole square.
Trial version.
Second last term is k square and the last term is k plus 1 whole square. So we shall
Trial
now
version.
prove that pk plus 1 is also true. So we put n equal to k plus 1.
Trial version.
1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to k square plus k plus 1 whole square. So this k plus
Trial
1 whole
version.
square has been written separately only to show that yes, this term has been added.
Trial version.
Or you may say that we take this sum 1 square plus 2 square up to
Trial
k
version.
square separately because according to the assumption
Trial
the
version.
value of this is k into k plus 1 into k plus 1 by 6 and we are going to substitute this value
Trial
here.
version.
So when we substitute this value according to our assumption 1,
Trial version.
the sum of this 1 square plus 2 square up to k square, this sum is equal to k
Trial
into k plus
version.
1 into 2k plus 1 by 6. We substitute it here. Fine, so we do that
Trial version.
and we get this. Always remember what we are going to prove.
Trial version.
What are you going to prove? We are going to prove that
So you have to
this is
take-
equal to,
Trial version.
by putting n equal to k plus 1 on the right hand side, k plus 1 into
Yes, sir.
Trial
k plus
version.
1 plus 1. That is k
K
plus
plus 2 to 2k plus 3 by 6.
2k plus, yes,
Trial
2 into
version.
k plus 1 plus 1. That is 2k plus 2 plus 1. 2k plus 3 divided by 6.
Trial version.
If we get that, then it is proved.
So you
we
can
are
take
putting
LCM
in-
and then take k plus 1
Trial
common.
version.
Yes, we are moving in that direction. So you must know
Trial version.
what are you going to prove. So we move in that direction. So we take out k plus
Trial
1.
version.
They haven't done it, but we'll take out k plus 1. It will be easier for us.
Trial version.
Yes, next step they have done it. Next step they have taken k plus 1 out.
Trial version.
And
And
factorize it.
factorize and then yes.
Yes.
Trial version.
So it's coming k plus 1 into k plus 2 into 2k plus 3 by 6.
Yes, they have put it in that form.
Trial version.
K plus 1, k plus 1 plus 1, 2 into k plus 1 plus 1 divided by 6. Only to
Trial
show that
version.
yes, it follows the right hand side. It is the value of the right hand side for n equal to k plus
Trial
1.
version.
So here, after this step, it has been proved that
Trial version.
if pk is true, then pk plus 1 is true. So you
Trial
write,
version.
thus pk plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. Then
Trial
one
version.
statement is not written here. We have to write p1 is true.
Trial
Add
version.
one more line here, p1 is true. And then the final conclusion that hence
Trial version.
from the principle of mathematical induction, the statement Pn is true for all natural numbers n.
Trial
But
version.
here you must add one statement that P1 is true.
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
We have proved that
Trial
P1 is
version.
true. Hence, from the principle of mathematical induction, the statement Pn is true.
Trial version.
Is there any doubt now? Tell me. This is a model answer, model
Trial
question
version.
and model answer. We'll follow this structure.
Trial version.
So can you show the last two lines once?
Yes.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
You may take it down because we'll be following the same structure,
Trial
same
version.
pattern. Every question. For type 1, this is a type 1 sum.
Trial version.
There is another type where you have to prove that something is divisible by a certain number.
Trial version.
Divisibility. And that is type 2.
Trial
That I'll
version.
show you separately.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Done.
Trial
So let us
version.
start.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
How do you prove this?
Trial version. 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 Trial
Let the given
version.
statement be Pn. Give it name first.
Trial
Sir,
version.
please wait.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Now the verification for n equal to 1.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Yes, sir, done.
Trial version. Trial
But you
version.
have to write all the steps.
Yes, sir, I've written.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Beyond is true.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
This is our assumption. We assume that the statement to be true for n equal to
Trial
m.
version.
Now we are going to prove that the statement is also true
Trial
for
version.
n equal to m plus 1.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
So this is m plus 1 term. 3 into m plus 1 minus 2.
Trial version. Trial version.
According to the assumption, the sum
Trial
1
version.
plus 4 plus 7 up to 3m minus 2 is equal to half into m
Trial
into
version.
3m minus 1. So put it here.
Trial version.
And add the m plus 1
Trial
term.
version.
That is 3m plus 3 minus 2.
Trial version.
3m plus 1.
Trial version.
3m plus 3 minus 2, that is 3m
Trial version.
plus 1.
So it's coming
Trial
half,
version.
half m plus 1 into 3m plus 2.
Let us take out half.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Half into
Trial version.
m into 3m minus 1, that is 3m square minus m.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
3m square minus m plus 2 into 3m
Trial
plus
version.
6m plus 2.
Trial
Factorize
version.
it.
Trial version. Trial version.
What are the factors?
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
And this is RHS
Trial version.
for n equal to m plus 1.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Then you
Trial
write the
version.
concluding statements that p m plus 1 is true whenever pm
Trial
is true.
version. Trial 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 version.
Now p1 is true.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
This is a complete answer. Many
Trial version.
statements, but you have to write.
Trial version.
Now, in the same way, I want you to solve
Trial version.
one sum.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Solve.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Define the statement.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Now do the rest.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Do the
Trial
assumption,
version.
induction, and prove it.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
This is the assumption. Yep. Assume that PM to be
Trial
true.
version.
Now prove that PM plus 1 is true.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Induction
Trial
step.
version.
For n equal to m plus 1,
Trial version.
take the LHS.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
So for
Trial
n equal to
version.
m plus 1, then next term, the m plus 1th term will be
Trial version.
3 into
Trial version.
m plus 1
Trial version.
into
Trial version.
3 into m plus 1
Trial version. Trial version.
Yes, sir, done.
plus 3.
Trial version. Trial version.
Simplified.
Trial version. Trial version.
For the sum of the first m terms, we use this
Trial version.
3m into m plus 1 into m plus 2. According to
Trial
our
version.
assumption, the sum of the first m terms is equal to 3m into m plus 1 into m plus 2.
Trial version.
So we substitute this.
Trial version.
And
Trial
the m
version.
plus 1th term plus the m plus 1th term, which is
Trial version.
this.
Trial version. Trial version.
What are you going to prove?
Trial version.
Look at the right hand side. We are going to prove that this is equal to 3 into m plus
Trial
1
version.
into m plus 2 into m plus 3.
Trial
For
version.
that, take out 3 into m plus 1.
Trial version. Trial version.
3 into m plus 1 is a common factor.
Trial version.
What is remaining from the first term? M plus
Trial
2.
version. Trial version. Trial version.
What is remaining from the second term is
Trial version.
3m plus 3 plus 3. 3m plus 6.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial
There is
version.
an m here.
Trial version.
One m is missing. M into m plus 2.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
M square plus 2m plus 3m. 5m
Trial
plus
version.
6.
Trial version. Trial version.
Into m plus 1. Now m square plus 5m
Trial
plus
version.
6. That can be factorized into m plus 2 into m plus 3. Using middle
Trial
term bit.
version.
M plus 2 into m plus 3.
Trial version.
And the RH is the same.
Trial version.
You may put this in the form of the RHS.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Three into m plus one into m plus one plus one
Trial version.
into m plus one plus two. This is RHS.
Trial version.
Now the concluding segments are the same.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
If there is any doubt on this, then tell me.
Trial version.
So I didn't understand the third step.
Third step. After
Trial
P1 is
version.
true, or from
No,
n
sir,
equal
I
to n
did-
plus 1.
So n is equal to m plus 1, like, not the third step, sorry, sir.
Trial
I didn't
version.
understand this one, like, the placing, the putting of values.
For n equal to m plus 1, go back to the
Trial
original
version.
statement. That is here. And put n equal to m plus 1 here.
Trial version.
3 into 6 plus 6 into 9 plus 9 into 12 up to 3 into. Now you're putting
Trial
n equal to
version.
m plus 1. So what should it be? 3 into m plus 1
Trial
into
version.
3 bracket m plus 1 plus 3. That is the last
Trial version.
term. That is this last term. Now the
Trial
second
version.
last term will be the mth term, which is this.
Trial version.
Basically, we are adding the next term to the PM.
Trial version.
PM is the sum of the first m terms.
Trial version.
For Pm plus 1, we are just adding the m plus 1th term. Actually, the last
Trial
term, the m
version.
plus 1th term is 3 into m plus 1 into 3 bracket m plus 1 plus 3, which is
Trial
equal to
version.
this. Which is, let me see, which is equal to this.
Trial version.
3 into m plus 1 into 3 bracket m plus 1 plus 3.
Trial
This is the
version.
last term for n equal to m plus 1. Now there is one more term, that is the mth term.
Trial version.
This is the mth term.
Trial version.
Okay, sir, understood now.
Now the sum of the first m terms is
Trial
coming
version.
from the PM, the value of PM. So this value comes here directly.
Trial version.
You will be
Trial
doing
version.
PM. In every sum, you'll be doing the PM. So to the PM, you add the
Trial
next
version.
term, m plus 1th term.
Trial version.
Actually, you have to solve one sum on your own.
Trial
Can you take
version.
one sum and just tell me only the induction step? Only induction.
Trial version.
Assumption and induction. Let us skip the verification step.
Trial version.
Let us take
Trial version. Trial version.
say number 13.
Trial
Number
version.
13.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Let us solve only the verification,
Trial
only the
version.
induction step.
Trial version.
PM is true. So
Trial
P
version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
let PM be true.
Trial version.
Going straight to the assumption step.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
PM true implies the statement
Trial
for n
version.
equal to M is true.
Trial version. 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 Trial
Now
version.
for n equal to M plus 1,
Trial version.
tell me what should be the left hand side. Then you'll understand.
Trial version.
For n equal to M plus 1.
Trial version.
Fine, let's see. So you're taking M plus 1
Trial
terms.
version.
M plus 1 terms, that means M terms and the
Trial
M plus
version.
1 term. Sum of the first M terms. Some of the first M terms are here.
Trial version.
So just add the M plus 1 term. Tell me what should it be.
Trial version. Trial version.
For n equal to M plus 1, there are M plus
Trial
1
version.
terms on the left hand side.
So
Out of
the M plus
Trial
1
version.
term is 1 by
yes,
2 into M plus 1
Trial version.
plus
Plus
1 outside the bracket into 2 into M plus 1 plus
Trial
3.
version.
And
correct.
on the other side, it is M plus 1 divided by 3 into 2 into M plus 1 plus
Trial
3.
version.
That we are going to prove. But the left hand side will be, as you said,
Trial
the
version.
last term. You called out the last term actually. I want the second last term.
Trial version.
Second last term and the last term.
Trial
So the
version.
second last term is this.
Trial version.
1 upon 2m plus 1 into 2m plus 3. This is the second last term.
Trial version.
Yes,
Plus
sir.
the last term.
Trial version.
As you said, 2 into m plus 1
Trial
plus
version.
1.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
This is what you said.
Trial version.
Now tell me, what should it be?
Trial version.
What is the value of the sum of the first m
Trial
terms
version.
according to our assumption? The sum
Trial
up
version.
to 1 upon 2m plus 1, 2m plus 3.
Yes, sir.
What is
Done.
that sum?
So it's m by 2.
Trial version.
Yes.
Sir, I'm getting m plus 1 by 3 into 2m plus 5.
Trial version.
That is this plus.
Trial version.
So let us simplify this.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
And proceed like this.
Trial version.
And you should get at the end
Trial version.
m plus 1 divided by 3 into 2 into m plus 1
Trial
plus 3.
version.
Then it is proved. That is the right hand side
Trial
for n
version.
equal to m plus 1.
Yes, sir. I got m plus 1 by 3 into 2m plus
Trial
5.
version.
Getting it?
And right hand side, yes.
Yes. So that is the way.
Trial version.
All the sums up to number 13 from MLA, of course.
Trial version.
1 to 13 are the same. I mean, similar approach. From number 14 onwards, that
Trial
is to
version.
check the divisibility of a given expression.
Type 2.
Yes, type 2.
Trial
We'll do that
version.
in next class. Just doing one sum. If you solve one or two sums, you can do the rest.
Trial version.
Yes. Okay, sir.
So next class we'll do that first, and then we'll start.
Trial
We'll
version.
start binomial then after inductions.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Trial version.
Yes, good. If you have any difficulty, face any difficulty, please interact.
Trial
Tell me. I don't get that kind of questions that I expect.
Trial
I expect
version.
a lot of questions, but I don't get. You prefer to keep quiet and
Trial version.
observe silently. Don't do that. Whatever question coming to
Trial
your mind,
version.
feel free to ask. Interact.
Trial version.
Okay, then if you don't have any other
Trial
queries or
version.
doubts, if you do have any questions, any other questions?
Trial version.
Fine, then we end the session here.
Trial version.
Very next week. Remaining part of induction and then binomial.
Trial version.
Okay,
Next.
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Trial version.
Thank you, sir.